Yes. So, lay down on the mat. Knees bent if you have any tension on the lumbar spine. Otherwise, legs straight or rolled and roll the outward. Roll the arms outward. Keep the shoulder blades flat onto the ground. Allow the shoulders to relax and slide toward the ground. Pull the back of your head away from the shoulders to lengthen the cervical spine. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Relax your forehead, eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and then let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face. And clench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra to vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins, relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breathing cycle. Which part of your body moves most, chest or belly? And if both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation. Small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And even there, observe. Is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remains relaxed and open even during the pauses. Three more observing breaths. At the end of the third, take control and create a long, slow, and steady breath. Observe your body expand with every inhalation and gently contracting with every exhalation. Long, slow, steady breath. Observe your belly becoming wider with every inhalation. Observe the navel drawing down toward the spine with every exhalation. Observe the chest, the rib cage, becoming wider with every inhalation. Observe the ribs moving closer together with every exhalation. And from your next breath, start lengthening the pause between inhalation and exhalation, but keep it easy. So listen to the messages of your body. Inhale, hold the breath. And when you hold the breath, relax your body. If you feel some tension rising, exhale. And keep the exhalation long and steady. Play with your breath. Play with the pause between inhalation and exhalation. Allow your body to relax during this suspended breath. If it's easy for you, start using the muscles, especially of your rib cage, to create this suspension without then closing the glottis, the throat. To recreate exactly the same movement that you do when you breathe normally. So inhale. At the end of the inhalation, hold the breath, but keep your body relaxed, except on the muscles of your rib cage that you will need to activate to create this suspension without closing your throat. So more than holding a breath, it's suspend breath. You can even feel the breath moving a little bit around your throat. This is not a problem. Become aware of your muscles and how you can use your ribcage muscles to control your breath. Keep inhalation and exhalation easy and relaxed. And create the suspended breath between inhalation and exhalation. But keep it easy, keep it soft. If there's any tension rising, exhale. Listen to your body. And keep the word just where you can feel your body gently active, but not tense. There's a slight difference. Keep your body relaxed, but let it work. Inhalation, exhalation, long and easy. Suspended breath between inhalation and exhalation. And while you're suspending your breath, observe the feelings and focus on the positive ones. You can always have positive and negative feelings, but it's up to you to decide which one you want to listen to. You're holding the breath. So you may feel some tensions in terms of mind, body. And it's completely normal. But when you create this pause, you can also feel peace, calmness. Focus on those feelings, the positive ones. You always have a choice, and it's up to you to pick the feeling that you want to prioritize. Stay there. Play with your mind. And now, without forcing, lengthen the breath. Also, at the end of the exhalation, so both pauses are longer than usual, but your breath is still easy and soft. Listen to the messages and then pick the feelings that you want to experience. Three more breaths. At the end of the third, go back to a normal breath, not controlled, just for a brief moment. When you're back to your normal breath, start a Viloma 1 technique, where you add more pauses, small pauses during the inhalation. Breathing then an inhalation longer than usual. At the end of the inhalation, hold breath. Just before the exhalation, inhale one more time. Even in this technique, focus on the good feeling, especially during the pauses. Inhale, pose, inhale, pose, inhale, pose, inhale, pose, till you reach a full inhalation. At the end of the inhalation, hold the breath. And just before the exhalation, inhale one more time. Allow the air to enter your body. One more time. Keep your body relaxed. And keep focusing on the feelings that you want to experience. Inhale, pose, inhale, pose, inhale, pose, inhale, pose, till you reach a full inhalation. At the end of the inhalation, hold the breath. And just before the exhalation, inhale one more time. And observe that just waiting for a few seconds, you allow the air, you allow the body to become more flexible, and then to allow more air into the lungs. One more time. Inhale, pose, inhale, pose, inhale, pose, inhale, pose, till you reach your full inhalation. At the end of the inhalation, hold the breath. And just for the exhalation, inhale one more time. At the end of this breath, go back to a normal one, not controlled. And observe, become a witness. Witness of your body, of your breath, of your feelings, of your mind. Take the control of your breath again. And create a breath starting on the belly, so allow the belly to become wider. And then allow the breath to go into the chest and expand the chest to the side. Exhale freely, but observing which part of your body moves first. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, observe. 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 Now take control also of the exhalation. Exhaling first on the belly and then on the chest. So keeping the chest expanded, even during the first moments of the exhalation. So you have to activate the muscles of the rib cage to allow this, to allow the rib cage to keep the expansion, even when you start exhaling from the belly. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, belly, chest. 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 And one more time. Inhale, belly, chest. And exhale, belly, chest. Go back to a normal breath, not control. Observe the breath. Observe the breath becoming lighter and lighter, more and more silent. Observe your body, relaxed. Last moments. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a moment before pushing with the left hand to sit up. Sit on your heels on the back of the mat, but take 2 blocks and put the blocks toward the front of the mat. Position 3, so high position. Okay. Put your hands down on the ground, not too far from the knees. Inhale. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward, round your spine, push with the hands against the ground, and look at your belly. Allow the muscles of your back to stretch, to lengthen. Inhale, roll your hips forward, arch your spine gently. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist, and even there, push with the hands against the ground. Push the chest forward, shoulder blades down, and look up. Exhale. Draw the arms inward, gently inward. Push with the hands against the ground. Look at your belly. Inhale, roll your arms outwards. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist. Push the chest forward. Tilt your hips forward and look up. Stretch from the belly to the chin. Exhale. Look at your belly. Inhale, look up. Now, keeping the hands down on the ground, create circles with hips and lumbar spine. But do it slowly, really slowly. And keep the navel gently activated toward the spine. Turn also on the other side. Now, tilt your hip forward and put your forearms over the blocks. Keep the arms active till the tip of your fingers. Palm of the hand facing down. Adjust the distance of the blocks if needed. Push the chest down, but look in front of you. Look in front of you. Full breaths. And really gently go down. Allow the head to fall down toward the ground. Breaths. At the end of the third, really slowly lift just the head. Look at your hands. And now, really slowly, come up. Now I want you to move the two blocks a little bit closer to each other. Seat on your heels with the two knees together. Straighten your arms just in front of you. Palm of the hand facing down. Interlace the two thumbs. Just the thumbs. Not all the hands, just the thumbs. Keep the arms straight in front of you. Like that. Okay. Keep the shoulder blades down. And without bending the elbows, push the two arms away from each other. Leave the sternum. Okay. And observe the activation of several muscles just by doing so. Just for the last moment, observe which thumb is over the other. Release. Change the interlacing of the thumbs. Arms straight, palm of the hand facing down. Shoulder blades down. And again, start pushing the arms away from each other. Stay there. Don't bend the elbows. And release. Now, keep the knees wide again. Tilt your hip forward. Put your forearm over the block and interlace your thumbs. You're going to do exactly the same thing that we did before. So, look at your thumbs. Keep the arms straight and push the arms away from each other. And really slowly, push the chest down toward the ground and allow the head to fall down toward the ground. You'll see that it's slightly difficult, more difficult than usual. Stay there. It's not the end of the world. Really slowly lift your head, change the interlacing of the thumbs, push the arms away from each other, shoulder blades toward the waist, and push the chest and head down. Stay there. If your body's shaking, it's normal. If your arms are shaking, it's normal. And really slowly, come back up. Take the 2 blocks away. Create small circles with your shoulders, just a little bit, both on one side and on the other side. And move in tabletop position. 2 knees together, arms straight and right under the shoulders. Roll the arms outward. Slide the shoulder blades on the waist. Keep the shoulders away from the ears and move the belly in to lengthen your lumbar spine. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine, but pay attention not to move the chest, the upper chest, shoulders, and head. So just focus the movement on hips and lumbar spine. The rib cage doesn't move. All right, it's hard. Turn also on the other side, but it's just a movement on hips and lumbar spine. Okay, now, still keeping the shoulders away from the ears, still keeping the navel toward the spine in a gentle way. Walk forward with your arms. Keep the buttocks right above the knees. Keep the arms active till the very tip of your fingers and push the chest down, push the head down, and stay there for 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, push the navel toward the spine a little bit more. So tilt your hip gently back and feel how the upper part of your chest, of your spine, will have more movement, more freedom. Just to keep on working on the upper side, upper part of your spine. Lift also your head and look at your hands. If you have too much tension on the neck, then allow the head to fall down again. Otherwise, stay there. And really slowly walk back with your hands. Roll the arms outwards, slide shoulder blades toward the waist, and create circles with your hips and upper spine again. Okay, now move the 2 knees wide, as wide as the mat. Put your left hand right under your face, so in the middle of the mat. Keep the buttocks right vertical over the line of the knees. Push the left shoulder to the right to align hand and shoulder. Roll the right arm outward. Keep the palm of the right hand facing up. Push the hand back and to the left. Look behind you, 3 breaths, belly in. At the end of the 3rd, change sides. So put your right hand down on the mat, right under the face. Push the Right shoulder to the left to align hand and shoulder. With the left shoulder to the right. Draw the left arm outward. Palm of the hand facing the sky. Push the hand back and to the right. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. Belly in. Walk forward with your hands. And now, put just the tip of the fingers down on the ground, not the palm of the hand. Belly in. And keep on walking forward. And allow the chest to move down toward the ground. Allow the head to move down toward the ground. Keep the belly in. Push the chest in. 3 breaths. Keep the arms active and straight. At the end of the third, push with the fingers against the ground and look at your hands. It's a completely different activation of the muscles. And then come back with your hands. Keep the palm of the hands down to walk back. Good. Now, all the body down to the ground. Keep the hands next to the buttocks. With the palm of the hand facing up, inhale. With the exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, and arms. Look in front of you. Stay there. And relax your buttocks. Relax your legs. Stay there. It's not the end of the world. And really slowly, allow your head, shoulders, and arms to go down to the ground. Draw the back of your legs outward so the heels are wider than your toes. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, and arms. And imagine that you want to touch with your hands, your feet. Stay there. Keep your legs relaxed, keep your buttocks relaxed. I want you to feel the activation of the lumbar spine muscles. Stay there. And relax. Now put your elbows right under your shoulders. Interlace the hands. Now push the belly in. Tilt your hip gently back. And push with the elbows against the ground. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the belly in. You're almost in a plank position. Almost. Your knees, your thighs are down. But since you want you to push with the elbows against the ground and to push the belly in, by tilting the hips backward, you most likely won't have the belly down, belly touching. So it's a sort of a plank. Stay there. Don't compromise the movement. It's not the end of the world. And release. Go all the way down. Inhale deeply. And again, with the exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, and arms. Push the hands over the feet. Look in front of you, 3 breaths. Relax your buttocks and legs. At the end of the 3rd breath, put your elbows right under the shoulders. Interlace the hands and push the elbows against the ground. Lift your chest. Keep the shoulder away from the ears. Tilt your hip backward. Activate your abdominal muscles and stay there for 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, still keeping all the movement of the elbows, shoulders, belly. Put your hands down on the ground and keep the forearm parallel to each other. Push the hands down on the ground and still keeping the belly in, hips tilted back. Inhale deeply, and with the exhalation, straighten your arms. Keep the belly in, keep the hips tilted back, keep the shoulders away from the ears. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, really slowly, go all the way down. Relax, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, put your hands next to the chest. Push with the hands against the ground and move in a child pose for 3 breaths. Just 3 breaths. Find the version of the child pose that is more comfortable for you and relax. At the end of the 3rd breath, not over yet, go again, belly down. Put your hands one above the other, right under your face. Turn your head to the right, if possible. Now, move your right leg a little bit more toward the center of the mat. Bend your right knee and roll gently on the right leg. Lift the left leg and put the left leg over the right base of the feet. Stay there. If it's not too hard for you, lift your head and lift your arms toward the feet. Stay there. If it's a little bit too hard, keep the hands down, keep the head down. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, go all the way down. Put your hands down under your face. Turn your head to the left. Move the left feet toward the center of the mat. Bend the left feet. Roll onto the left feet and lift the right one. Put the right leg over the base of the left feet. Stay there. It is not too hard, otherwise just stay there. Lift your head, shoulders, and arms, and move the hands toward the feet. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, go all the way down. Put your hands next to the chest. Push with the hands against the ground and move in a child pose. Find the version that is more comfortable for you and stay there. Let go. Unclench your jaw, relax your face, your throat, your belly, relax the back. Just let go. Really slowly come back up. Put your hands down on the ground, not too far from the knees, and create wide circles with hips and lumbar spine. Keep it slow, slower than usual, but keep it also wider than usual. So allow the muscles around your lumbar spine to stretch in a gentle way. Turn also on the other side. And observe if you can sense the difference between the two sides. Okay. Take the two blocks again. And I want you to put one block toward the middle of the mat in the first position, the lower position. The other one, not too far from that, toward the back of the mat. I want you to sit with your sacrum of the first block and with the shoulder blades of the second block. It's almost comfortable because you're supported. Interlace the hands behind the occiput and keep the two elbows quite close to each other. Keeping the sacrum firmly over the block and the shoulder blades firmly over the block. Allow the head to look down toward the ground. It's not a difficult pose normally. Can be even, comfortable. Push the two elbows close to each other, like you want to wrap your head with your forearms. And push the back of the head even more away from your shoulders. Now, activate your abdominal muscles and lift your legs up. Good there. vertical. And now, roll the legs outward. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, roll your hips inward and observe the different feelings on your sacrum. 3 breaths, legs inward. At the end of the third, find the balance between the 2 rotations. Bend your knees and really slowly take your time, activating your abdominal muscles. Allow the feet to move toward the ground really slowly. Keep the sacrum pushed into the block and really slowly put all the feet down to the ground again. Inhale deeply. And using the arms as an help for the exhalation, lift your head. Look at your knees. Put your elbows down. Push with the elbows against the ground. And exit the pose. Now, take away the block under the sacrum. Keep just the block behind the shoulder blades. Keep the shoulder blades flat onto the ground and exactly like we did before. Interlace the hands behind your occiput. Wrap your head with your forearms. Push the back of the head away from the shoulders and allow the head to move down toward the ground, lifting also your hips. I want you to feel quite a bit of a pressure from the block to the shoulder blades. Tilt your hip backward. Focus on the opening of the spine. And still keeping the hips tilted back, allow the buttocks to move toward the ground. It may touch the ground or may not. This is not important. But don't compromise the opening on the upper part of the spine. Three breaths. At the end of the third, really slowly lift your head. Look at your knees. Lower your hips completely. Put your hands down on the ground and lift your body up. It's not over. Sorry. Now, I want you to put the block in the second position. But we're going to do exactly the same. So it will be more intense. If it's too intense, step back and come back to the pose that we just did. So, lay down over the block, shoulder blades flat onto the block. Interlace the hands behind the sacrum, wrap your head with the forearm, lift your hips, and allow the head to fall down. Take a few breaths. Deep ones. And now start tilting the hips backward and allowing the hips to move toward the ground. The priority is to have the head down, not the buttocks. Three breaths. Keep lengthening the lumbar spine by tilting the hips backward. At the end of the third breath, tilt your hip forward and allow the buttocks to go down toward the ground as much as you can. Stay there. And breathe deeply on your chest. Expand your chest. Bring your head up. Really slowly, take your time. Look at your knees. Take your time. Put your hands down and come up. Okay. We're not gonna keep on working on that opening because it's already quite a bit of torture today. So, so put the blocks away and enter tabletop position. And create circles really slow, but that will move every vertebra so the whole spine is circling. Even the shoulders and the head. Really slow. Both on one side. And on the other side. Okay, good. Now, step back with your knees, but keep it not as wide as the mat. Keep it roughly as wide as the hips. Tuck your toes under. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist. Shoulders away from the ears. Step a little bit forward with your hands, Ruth. A little bit more, even more. Yes, okay. Now, I want you to straighten your legs to the plank pose. Belly in. Tilt your hip backward. 3 breaths. And go down. Okay, now we're gonna do it again, but I want you to squeeze your butt as much as you can, just for 2 breaths. And then you release with a third, but without compromising the alignment of the hips. So the hips won't move, it's just the activation of the buttocks that will lessen, okay? So inhale. With the exhalation, plank pose, squeeze your butt as much as you can. Push the heels back and then release the buttocks without compromising the alignment of the body. And go down with the knees again. Inhale deeply. And now prepare for Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. With the exhalation, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Push the chest toward the knees. Stay there. Now, really slowly, lean forward and enter a plank pose. Activate your abdominal muscles and keeping the abdominal muscles active, allow the hips to move down and a little bit forward. Push with the hands against the ground. Look in front of you. Keep the legs straight and active. And go back in Ardha Mukha Svanasana. One more time. Lean forward, plank, activate the abdominal muscles, and keeping the abdominal muscles active, allow the hips to go down and forward. Stay there. And Ardha Mukha Svanasana again. Walk back with your hands. Wide leg Uttanasana. Allow the upper part of your body to relax. Keep the weight of your body on the ball of the feet. Relax your face, throat, belly. Really slowly come back up. Right leg forward, left leg back. Keep your hips squared and bend your right leg. Keep the right knee right above the heels. Belly in, tilt your hip backward. I want you to feel the stretch on the left groin. Belly in, keep it really active. Lift the arms up to the sky. And now, push the thumbs and arms back. Arch your spine and look up. 3 breaths, belly in. And at the end of the third, push with the right feet against the ground, straighten your legs and lower your arms. Change leg, left leg forward, right leg back. The 2 feet are pointing forward. Keep your hips squared, bend your left leg. Allow the right groin to stretch. Push the right heel down toward the ground, belly in. Keep the belly active. Lift the arms up to the sky. And then Still activating abdominal muscles. Allow the hands and arms to go back to arch your spine. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, push with the left hand to straighten the legs and lower your arms. Keep your legs wide. Bend your knees, create circles with your hips. Turn also on the other side. Now, straighten your legs, tilt your hip forward. Allow the spine to go round and relax. Keep the weight of your body on the ball of the feet. And use the gravity to go down, not the muscular force. Last moments. Really slowly. Bend gently the knees. Come up all the way. Move the feet closer. But keep it not in contact. Draw the legs gently outward. Lift your heels. Bend the knees and go all the way down to the buttocks. All the way down. Now, allow your spine to roll forward and allow the heels to move toward the ground. Relax your back, relax your spine. Close your eyes, 3 breaths. And now you can enter Savasana. Take everything you need to be comfortable in Savasana. If you have some tension on the lumbar spine, since we worked quite a bit on the lumbar spine too, don't hesitate to put bolster or even chair under your calf muscles. You can also put a weight on your belly to have a double function. On the physical level, you're going to push the lumbar spine down by tilting the hips backward, just with the weight. So the lumbar spine will lengthen and release the tensions. In terms of mind-body, you're telling your body that you're safe, so you can relax on a deeper level. At the end of Savasana, I'm going to chant the mantra, and at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormamritam Gamaya Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormamritam Gamaya Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormamritam Gamaya. Slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Gently stretch your body. Bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Put your hands in Inada Mudra or Chin Mudra. Close your eyes. And really gently lean back in order to have a little bit more pressure on your sitting bones. Still keeping your spine straight. Lift gently your chin. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.